Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, had warned us of a black swan coming up, and he brings it up again. And now US is going after Tether. At the same time, the Ripple case is about to end, and his cryptocurrency, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, going to be on the New York Stock Exchange. I want you to pause for just a moment. If you've been in crypto for a while now, what a stark difference from the wild, wild west 2017 to 2020 and 2020 to 2022 to now part of the financial system. Remember what Draper said. First, they resist it, then they sue it, then they regulate it, then they join it. So if you have patience, if you have persistence, and you understand there is no get rich quick, and you got a game plan, you're probably going to do pretty well in these markets. So in today's video, I'm going to break down how Brad Garlinghouse talks again about a black swan and crypto Arizona, America and Arizona becoming the crypto capital of the world. So let's dive in. And at the back end of every video, I share with you exactly what I'm doing. All right. So Brad Garlinghouse, this is posted by Good Morning Crypto yesterday. It's just like, man, like I said, for creators in this space, it's like there is so much news, you almost can't keep up with it. So this is Brad Garlinghouse at Ripple Swell, and he is the CEO of Ripple.
Or the last slide we'll put up has manifested interestingly. You look at the left side of this chart, and it shows how many companies in the internet space are US based and US value accretion, and then the right side is kind of in the crypto space, and it's kind of not surprising. If we, as you and I have talked about, the earliest days of the internet, the regulatory clarity was created through the 1996 Telecommunications Act, and so investors flowed in, entrepreneurs flowed in. That hasn't yet happened in the United States as it relates to crypto. Hopefully soon, but maybe this will change. I'm hopeful, and I agree it could be a black swan event.
Okay, so that's how early you are, guys. Now, the good news about America getting caught with no swim trunks on when the tide went out, Warren Buffett, is the fact that we still get to buy in a very speculative environment. Crypto is going to be part of the ecosystem, okay? But there may be a black swan to move it into the traditional financial system. There's no more, it's not if, it's when. That's gone now, okay? You can get over the fact that cryptocurrency is not going to be here. That we can get over that fact. What you have to do as an investor to figure out which ones are actually truly going to be used for the new financial system. So Tether's Paolo Adranio. So sorry, I couldn't pronounce his name. If the US government wants to kill us, they can press a button. But the leading stablecoin issuer is comfortable holding its treasury bills at the US institution because it respects international sanctions. Okay, that's the CEO telling us that. So Tether is doing the best we can to crack down on illicit crypto use. USDT's role in illicit finance is a drop in the hat compared to the US dollar. Completely agree with him on that. The company doesn't expect any political favors by anyone. He said that. So basically, God, I was all jumbled with that. But I want to share with you guys. Think about this. So Brad Garlinghouse, I just want to walk through this logical circuit. So Ripple gets sued December 20th, 2020, right? Jay Clayton initiates the case. 3 days later, he leaves to consult for a cryptocurrency firm. Doesn't make any sense. Bill Hinman gives it a pass. Wait till you see XRP unleash. You're going to be shocked how deep this gets, okay? So that all happens. The case lasts 4 years, guys. And then all of a sudden, Ripple's starting to come out with a stable coin. And it's going to launch around the same time that the case is going to settle. At the same time, US is now going after Tether. There's something going on that we can't see these interconnections behind the scenes, but I think we got to figure it out, guys, in the fact that Ripple's going to be here. XRP is going to leave a dent in the universe. Bitcoin is going to be a store of value. I'm not touting Ethereum and all that stuff, but I'm saying ETH is part of the system. You're going to see that at a very, very deep level. XRP unleashed. I'm telling you guys, you will be shocked. So check this out. This was Abs posted this as well. Ripple XRP co-founder Chris Larson. I want to show you the back end of this, of what he said. This is your potential. Number one, America is way behind in regulation. Okay. So we are very early. Number two is this is the type of volume that is going to run through these ecosystems. That's where price appreciation is going to come from. I'm thinking 2028, 2029, 2030. I'm willing to be that patient for that long. I'm going to pull some profits in this bull run, which I'll explain on the back end of this video, but I'm long-term horizon. I'm generational wealth horizon.
You could theoretically eliminate profit margins because autonomous agents don't need to make profit. So these things will have a lot of, obviously this is in the future a bit, but this is real now. You can do this all today, and you'll see a lot of new tools coming out. But that's the world where I think you could see 1 billion times 1 billion transactions a day, if you're really going into a world of an internet for value with smart agents. So we shouldn't be talking about technology that replaces existing payment numbers. We should be talking about a world like the Internet of Information, where you see just exponential increases in the amount of value being transmitted.
That's the key in the value of XRP. The exponential amount of money transferring with AI. AI cannot work with a person. It has to work with technology. Money is going to be quantum. It's going to be fast. It's going to be quick. Supply chain. For example, I order something at Amazon. There's a huge Amazon center by my house. It's literally there in 3 hours, right? But there's still this archaic money transfer that happens, right? There's nostro vostro. There's this weird moment where it goes through the Federal Reserve and it's stuck in this limbo, and there's risk of double spend. That is going to start moving really, really, really fast. So Ripple challenges the industry giants with their new stablecoin. We know that's coming. We keep hearing about the Tether or the Black Swan. Could it be Tether? And we know Ripple announces Ripple USD exchange partners with global distribution. So I truly believe that Ripple is going to create a dent in the universe. I want you guys to listen to this right here. This was from Bank XRP. Puts out some really good content on his YouTube, by the way. And then I want to show you where this is where it's getting wild, guys. It's could be hitting the New York Stock Exchange, cryptocurrency in a basket of currencies. Check this out. After this video, check this out.
The Biden administration's approach to regulation of the crypto industry, that is coming to an end for sure. And I think no matter where this plays out at the presidential level, we'll have a more constructive engagement with this industry. It's a critical industry. It's an innovative technology. And I think the United States should be at the forefront and leading, as we did with the Internet of Information. I think we'll get there. As I said yesterday at the Philadelphia Federal Reserve, I think Gary Gensler's reign of terror on the crypto industry is going to come to an end very soon. For the crypto industry, I think it's clear that the Republicans at a macro level have been more proactive in saying this is an industry that needs clear regulation. You have seen a Republican-led bill in the House pass with 71 or 72 Democrats crossing the aisle to support that in a very bipartisan way. So I think we have seen a more Republican-centric, but I also think you've seen indications that the Harris campaign wants to reset some of the very flawed approaches that the Biden administration has had with the crypto industry and other parts of technology. So what I'm optimistic about is we're going to see a change. We're going to see a reset. And I think we need that at the federal level. The United States, there's no question, the United States is behind other leading countries like the UK, like Switzerland, like Singapore, like Japan, that are way ahead in providing constructive and clear regulation and rules of the road for this industry.
Okay. We've been telling you guys about the Great Reset since 2020, and now they're repeating it over and over again. There's a reset coming. There's a reset coming. There's a reset coming. I don't know how many times you can hear it. There is a reset coming. This was very bullish. New York Stock Exchange seeks to list Grayscale's crypto index ETF. So remember I showed you guys about how Grayscale is moving from its trust, wants to create an ETF. Now, what is an ETF? It allows people to get access to a bag or a currency without owning the underlying asset, right? So for example, you have the Bitcoin ETF through BlackRock, which you're not owning the underlying assets, you're buying access to it or exposure to it. Check this out. Grayscale Digital Large Cap Fund, which was created in 2018, but is not yet exchange traded, holds crypto index portfolio comprising of Bitcoin, Ether, Solana, XRP. We went from it is fraudulent, pet rock, to it may be on the New York Stock Exchange very soon. Things are changing so rapidly, so rapidly. And as I've always said, when you're looking this way at all these distractions with this presidential election, they are literally resetting the whole system this way. We're all drunk in the Coliseum, guys. This is repeated over and over and over again in human consciousness. It's how are you going to show up in this timeline? Are you drunk in the Coliseum? You're arguing with everybody about what is right or what is wrong? Or are you dialed in, tuned in, controlling your thoughts, your actions, your behaviors, your emotions, taking sovereignty of your wealth, looking at this new wave of energy and this new wave of technology and this new wave of financial system and actually doing something about it? Or are you just sitting there and hoping that some HR manager put the proper allocations into your 401k and hoping that you'll retire, or hoping that you'll retire when the markets are favorable? Hope is not a strategy. That doesn't work. It's time to dial in. It's time to tune in. It's time to put those blinders on. And so what I did from 2020, and I'll repeat this over and over and over again until it gets ingrained in your subconscious mind, until it becomes an unconscious activity. And the things that I speak is only the truth that I'm doing. So from 2020 to 2022, I pulled profits in the bull run. I pulled it down the risk pyramid. I use cash value life insurance. Number one, I like to protect my money. Number two is I like to compound my money. Number three, I like to have access to my money and bank on myself. Okay. I use index universal life. Some people use whole life, but I like using cash value life insurance, and I use term to protect my family, and I use cash value for my living benefits. Okay. So I pull profits, house money, and I insure it. So that's a portion of my diversification. So we have about 30% of our money indexed and protected. So I pull from high risk, high return, protect, and I have access to the cash value if I want a richest man in Babylon and borrow against it in the future. Okay. It's not my intentions is to borrow against it right away, but if I need to, I got my own bank. I don't have to go to Wells Fargo Bank or Bank of America. Not that I don't use the banks, but I have my own bank because I can borrow against myself. Precious metals, silver. I'm using Bitcoin as gold. I'm not touching it. I'm getting more into real estate, and I'm continuing to expand or go deeper into our business. I'm not doing any more businesses, expanding into our businesses in information technology and attention. And with the cash flow, I'm repeating that process, right? I'm focused on things that I need, not things that I want during this timeline. And I'm focused. I got blinders on. Taking the middle ground, as Christ Jesus says, Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I respect what you believe. And I know what I believe, and I stand on truth. I believe in God, and I follow Christ Jesus. I stand on that truth. Somebody told me one time, they said, you talking about Jesus and you talking about God is going to ruin your business. I said, it's none of my effing business then. If talking about Jesus and God and my belief system ruins my business, it's none of my business. So it is the most important time in human history. But this will repeat itself over and over again until you see that you have a decision within this repeated timeline to make a decision to change your life. Mindset is mindset to a frequency. That's what it is. So how your soul reacts to everything that happens is going to be how your soul repeats what happens. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. If you need any support, I want to give you a huge warning. Please spread the word about this. That is not me DMing you. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't use Telegram. I will never proactively DM you on socials, ever. I will never reach out to you. If you DM us, we'll communicate with you. But we do not invest people's money. We don't have a crypto platform. We don't have a trading platform. You'll never send any of my team members or me directly money, ever, ever. Okay. What we do have is a free resource for you in my bio and my social media platform. Click the link. It's called a needs assessment. The needs assessment is because we had to create this because we get hundreds of messages on how I insure my wealth. Okay. I use cash value life insurance, but it may not work for you. Everybody's different. It's age dependent. It's goal dependent. It's asset dependent, depending on what your retirement strategies are. But what we can do is we can set up a free consultation with you. My team will go over your own retirement strategies. Okay. I have team members in all 50 states and Canada. So they'll never send them money directly. They'll break down our strategies. But what more important is what do you need? Okay. So that's an description. We also have my 120-day challenge. I've helped coming up on 9,000 people worldwide get their shit together. Literally. Put your blinders on. Imagine if you start today and my 120-day challenge, part of our community, live calls, connection, your like-minded warriors just like you, imagine locking and loading how much your life would change by March. So during all this chaos, you put your blinders on, you get focused, financial literacy, discipline, education, fitness, mindset, everything you need to put those blinders on and navigate through the craziest economic times in the world. We got your back. Join the Coach JV Academy 120-day challenge, and we will see you on the inside. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Love you guys.